Jamuna Srila Prabhupada ki, Iskavan founder Acharya Srila Prabhupada ki, Jai Om Vishnupad Brahmansa Prabhupada Sutta Siddhananda Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Maharaj ki, Anand Koti Vaishnava Vrind ki, Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur ki, Prem Se Gaur Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Sivasadi Gaur Bhaktivinoda ki. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories, all glories, all glories to Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Om Jnana-timirandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshurunmitmina Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Sri Chaitanya Manavishtam Sthapitamena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamana Dadati Skapadantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Shri Tapadakamalam Sri Guru Vaishnavam Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sarvana Raghunatham Tam Srimu Sadvaitam Sarvadaitam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Pradama Sahagana Sri Laita Shri Shakhartanasya He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Janapate Gopesh Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namaste Tatta Kanchana Gaurangi Sri Radha Vrindavaneshwar Vishwamasude Pranamami Haripriya Vanchakalpatarubhasya Kripa Sindhu Devacha Patitanam Pavnebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namaha Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimati Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisi Sashamaya Prakashitatisthani Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasari Gaur Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Ram Ram. Hare Krishna. Thank you for giving me opportunity to serve again today. I'd like to welcome Anantrupa Prabhu. Anantrupa Prabhu he has raised two beautiful sons, very scholarly sons, Radhikaram Prabhu and Gopal, right? Gopal. They are very scholarly, all over ISKCON, all world they know, everybody knows them, very scholarly personalities, PhDs, and his good wife is also is very scholarly. She raised these two boys, and she's writing now for children Srimad Bhagavatam, for children, which will be published I'm sure soon. So he's all credit goes to him for this. And they are also, his wife used to come to Parikrama with both sons. He has also performed Brajmana Parikrama. And single-handedly they have temple in Boise, Idaho, which is they started, is going on. Right? They are devoted to them. Just be there. Idaho names for the potatoes, famous for the potatoes. Idaho potatoes are famous. So they are there. Idaho. And nice to see him after a couple of years. So we will continue. We have this morning we went to Madhuban. Any questions so far? Anybody has any questions? We can go, otherwise we can start. If you have any questions, please, from what we heard so far. Otherwise, we will go further. So we are at Madhuban. So next to the Madhuban is a Talman. Madhuban is one of the 12th forest and Talman is another forest. Where there are tal trees, tal fruit. Anybody has heard of tal fruit? Tal fruit is so juicy. In Mayapur, they make the juice. So this forest has so many tal trees, and there are big fruits. And this aroma of those fruits were going all the way up to, in all directions, all the way up to Govardhan. So the cowherd boys, usually when the cowherd boys come to perform, when they come to herd their cows, Krishna had 900,000 cows. Imagine 900,000. And besides that, all other thousands of cowboys had their cows. All they go to herd the cows in the forest. So they were at the Govardhan hill and they were smelling this nice aroma of these beautiful fruits all the way there. So they came to Madhuban and they are telling to Krishna and Balaram that we are hungry. Please do something. When the hunger comes, we have to satisfy the hunger. Right? We cannot let it go. Right? If the stomach is satisfied, right, then we are okay. Stomach is not satisfied, then there is a problem. Right? All the scientists one time went on a strike. Because hand is thinking that I'm giving this food, is going to the stomach, and stomach is not doing anything. The energy is supposed to come to me. Hand is thinking. Tongue is thinking I'm putting, but it's going to the stomach. Stomach is not doing anything. So they went on strike, all the senses. That's right. So what happened? Their senses couldn't perform any function. The stomach is which is need to be satisfied. That's why our Krishna consciousness is the kitchen religion. It's called kitchen religion because main is the prasadam. Right? Many devotees join just by having prasadam. Right? And that's what Srila Prabhupada, he kept filling the prasadam. So all these cowboys, they were hungry. So they are praising to Balaram and said, they are saying Balaram, then Ram Ram Mahabaho, Krishna Dusta Nibarhane, Ito Vidure Suman Madaha, Vanam Talati Sankulam. Lord was, O Ram, mighty armed one, O Krishna, destroyer of the miscreants. Not far from here is a very great forest filled with rows of palm trees. But the problem was that forest there was a big demon, Dhanukasura demon was staying, ass demon, donkey. Ass demon was there. And this Dhanukasura will not allow anybody to enter. He wouldn't allow to share, even though the fruits were, big fruits are smelling everywhere. Doesn't allow Brajvasis, doesn't allow the cows, doesn't allow anybody. But he would share that fruits to give sent to Kamsa. Sent to Kamsa, but he would not allow any Brajvasis who are devotees of Krishna, he would not allow them. So these coward boys are saying that there is a ass demon, this Dhanukasura, demon is there in this forest, and he doesn't allow anyone to taste these star fruits. So Balaram and Krishna are smiling, and they said, let's go in that forest. So Balaram and Krishna and all the cowherd boys goes in that forest. First Balaram enters. Balaram is Balaram. Ram is with strength, with his mighty arms are so strength. That's why he's Bala. He has the strength. He's also pleasing. So he entered the forest first and shook up some trees. His ass demon was taking rest. He shook up all the trees as they're shaking up. That one tree is falling, another tree, another falling like that. All the trees started to fall. And the ass demon Dhanukasura woke up. Because he had never faced like this. He wouldn't allow anybody, so nobody would come into that. And Dhanukasura was surprised that who is that here coming, disturbing my sleep. So anyhow, then Dhanukasura woke up and he came and he saw this Balaram strength. And there is a Balaram also wants to play. He doesn't want to kill just demons just like that. Just like the cat, before cat kills the mouse, cat plays around with the mouse a little bit, if you have seen it. I don't know whether here it happens or not, but it happens in India often. Right? So cat plays around with the mouse. So here Balaram is playing around with this ash demon. Balaram, an ash demon usually like to eat from the hind legs. So they're trying to hit Balaram's chest with the hind legs. Of course, Balaram is ultimately, he's holding the two, his hind legs and whirling around the Dhanukasura and threw it in the trees, big tall trees. Of course, the tall trees, big demon. Now this demon was not ordinary, it was not a little donkey, it was a big size. So he threw it and the tall trees falling and one after another and falling everywhere. And then of course Krishna killed all the Dhanukasura's associates and all the coward boys. But coward boys didn't eat the fruits. They were come hungry, but they didn't eat the fruits. Because what happened is that all the trees were tainted with the blood of Dhanukasura. So they were not interested. But they killed this. Dhanukasura was liberated. Anything Krishna does, Krishna is all good. Whether it kills you or embraces you, same. Because even if you kill you, you are liberated. Right? Because Krishna is all good. So Dhanukasura was liberated. They liberated Dhanukasura. Now the question might be raised, why Dhanukasura? Who was this Dhanukasura? The previous life. He was a son of Bali Maharaj. And who was the Bali Maharaj? Bali Maharaj was the grandson of Prahlad Maharaj. So Bali Maharaj's son, his name was Sasik. And since Bali Maharaj is a king, so Sasik had everything, all the opulences he had. So the Sasik was with 10,000 women on the Gandhamadan Parvat, he was enjoying. But unfortunately, he didn't realize that he was enjoying near the ashram of this Durvas Muni. He didn't realize that. And he was disturbing Durvas Muni. Durvas Muni, meditation, he was disturbing. So then Durvas Muni cursed him. You like an ass. You have no shame. You have no shame that like an ass you are enjoying it women here near my ashram. Become an ass. Donkey. So he was, then he realized to his senses, he came to his senses, he offered obeisances to Durvas Muni and please forgive me for my offense, please. But Durvas Muni says once the curse is given, you cannot take it back. But after 400,000 years, imagine, 400,000 years, Balaram will liberate you. So here Balaram will liberate you. Now another reason is also Balaram killed Dhanukasura is because the Lord Nrsimhadev had given promise to Prahlad Maharaj that in your future, in your dynasty, I will not disturb anybody. And that's why Krishna didn't kill Dhanukasura. Balaram killed Dhanukasura. Balaram killed two demons, Dhanukasura and Pralambasura. Dhanukasura represent now all these demons have some anarthas. So in our heart also little Dhanukasura is sitting, believe me. My heart is sitting. Dhanukasura represents the ignorance of knowledge of the soul through the gross materialistic intelligence. People in material world, people are in ignorance because they don't have real knowledge. They don't have knowledge of the soul. They think we are this body. This body is temporary. Soul is eternal. So people have no knowledge. And that's why they act on the bodily concept of life. And the whole material world is going on bodily concept of life, right? I am this, I am from this country, I am here, I am this, I am man, I am woman, I am Chinese, I am German, I am Japanese, I am Russian, I am Indian. Right? These are bodily concept of life. Krishna consciousness is above the bodily concept of life. Krishna consciousness is a science of the soul. Science of the soul. We are spirit soul. We are part and parcel of everybody. Everybody is part and parcel of the Lord. So Krishna consciousness process is science is showing how to connect with that super soul, supreme soul. That is the process is Krishna consciousness, above the bodily concept of life. So Dhanukasura here is ignorance of the knowledge of the soul. Like, through the gross materialistic intelligence. People are intelligent. Many people are intelligent, but unfortunately intelligence is used in the wrong direction. Same intelligence we have given, not given is used in the service of the Lord. That is the highest humanitarian work we can do, is give someone to Krishna consciousness, share Krishna consciousness with others. That is the highest humanitarian work. And that's what this great personality Srila Prabhupada came in this Western country and gave that knowledge. Spread this knowledge. So Balaram is the Dhanukasura represent the ignorance, and also this Pralambasura demon represents the lust for the company of opposite sex, as well as desire for profit, distinction, and adoration. We'll talk about Pralambasura later. But the point is, how can we, when he said that, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur writes that when the devotee endeavors with enthusiasm to remove this contamination, then by the Lord mercy, they will be cast far away. Dhanukasura causes complete and total ignorance of one's eternal identity. And of course, the Dhanukasura and the Pralambasura represent the profit, distinction, and adoration, desire for profit, distinction, and adoration, certain desires. See? So, method of the purification process are very deep and mysterious. Therefore, it is necessary to learn about them directly from a bona fide spiritual master. That's why we need bona fide spiritual master to guide us. There are these anarthas within our heart, and spiritual master guide us how to cast off these anarthas from our heart. So, this is the Talvan forest, and there is a deities of Bhadra, and there is a Kund. lake. Balaram had his flute, dig the kund, that kund is there. You can see on the right hand side. See here, Balaram is killing as demon. So this is the Tavan. So when we visit these places, we go pray to Lord Balaram, and we pray that this Dhanukasura, little Dhanukasura is sitting within my heart. Please, my Lord, help me to remove this. But we have to endeavor for it. Then Krishna's mercy is there. Right? Mother Jashoda, she wanted to bind Krishna. Right? But every time she was trying to bind, all 2 fingers small. Rope was always 2 fingers small. You have to know that, right? If you have time, we talk about Damodar Lila, last one. We talk about Damodar Lila in detail. So, the one finger represents the endeavor of the devotee, and second finger represents the mercy of the Lord. So when the devotee performs endeavors, then Krishna pours his mercy. But on our side we require, so this is what Dhanukasura, this is what Jashoda did, Mother Jashoda. She was endeavored, so she was stubborn. She said, I'm going to bind you today, it doesn't matter what happens. Right? And Krishna saw the endeavor of Jashoda, so he poured mercy, allowed her to bind, so like that. So this is the Talban forest. Now from Talban forest, this another one of the forests is Kumudvan. Here Kapil Dev performed tapasya here. And there is Kumudvan, there is Kumud. Kumudvan is a lotus flower grows in this pond, in this kund, in this lake, lotus flower. It is said that taking the bath in this kund, Vedic knowledge is revealed to you. So far, Vedic knowledge is not revealed to me so far, I don't know. Taking bath for the last 37 years. So you can say, where am I? Where do I stand? But it is there. Scripture says, I'm not saying Scripture is saying. Now we come to Santanukund. Now, if I go to Mahabharata, then it's going to take, it's a nice pastime. Should I do it? It is interesting pastime from Mahabharata about King Santanu. King Santanu performed here tapasya to get a son. There is a deity called on the top of the hill. The top of the hill is called Santanu Bihari. So I guess I will go to Mahabharata today to get some interesting pastime about this Santanu, and then we will go to Govardhan. So in the King Ikshvaku's line, there was a king called Mahavish. We know Ikshvaku, right? What is the sloka in Bhagavad Gita? Anybody knows? Krishna said, I reveal this knowledge to sun god to Vivaswan to Ikshvaku Brave. Ikshvaku. So in the dynasty of Ikshvaku, there was a king called Mahavish. And this Mahavish had performed 1,000 horse sacrifices. He was very charitable also. So he was allowed to go in the celestial planets. He was allowed to go there. So one time all the demigods and all were gathered there in Lord Brahma's place to glorify Lord Brahma. They were worshipping Lord Brahma. They were worshipping Lord Brahma. So at that time, this Mahavish king was also there. And Ganga came, Ganga Devi. Ganga Devi is from the celestials. She was wearing white dress and beautiful. She was entering, but what happened as she was entering, the wind blew. So wind blew that her body, people could see her body. Her exposed body was exposed because of the wind blew. So all the demigods put their face down. They don't want to see. But Mahavishnu was keep on looking at her. Ganga Devi. So what happened is Brahma is noticing that is Mahavishnu looking at her and Ganga is looking at Mahavishnu. So Lord Brahma cursed them. Lord Brahma cursed Mahavishnu that you will have to go on the earth planet. And he cursed also Ganga Devi will have to also go on earth planet. But Mahavishnu, he was not happy with it because they don't want to come on this earth planet. They are enjoying, they are happy there. They are enjoying that, right? So he went to Brahma and asked for forgiveness, please. Brahma said, well, you will go, but you will allow to choose, you select your own father according to your desire. And I will provide you means for which you will be released from this curse. This is what's told Lord Brahma told to Mahavishnu. And Ganga was not happy because Ganga doesn't want to come here. See, Ganga, what happens? Ganga comes here, what happens? All people take a bath in this holy river to get rid of their sinful activities. That's what they do. People usually go and take a bath in Ganga to release their all sinful reaction of their sinful activities. But when the pure devotee of the Lord, when he takes a bath, then he purifies whole. Srila Prabhupada takes a bath, he purifies whole Ganga, whole Jamuna. That's the purity. So Ganga was not happy. She didn't want to go. They want to come to celestial planet, but that was the, So Mahavishnu began to think, when I go to the celestial planet, who should be my father? So he decided that I will become the son of Maharaj Pratibha. Maharaj Pratibha will be there on that, I will become his son. And Ganga also knew that Mahavishnu will be the son of Pratibha and I will marry with him. But while Ganga was going, she happened to meet the Vasus. And Vasus were also not happy. So Ganga approached the Vasus and asked for the reason why not happy. So Vasus are saying that we are cursed. They are cursed by this great Rishi Vasishtha. They are cursed by Vasishtha and we have to go on earth planet. Why they were cursed will be Ganga will tell later on. But so Vasishtha, Ganga said, so Vasus are requesting Ganga that why don't you come as our mother? Why don't you be our mother? And Vasishtha had cursed these Vasus, but at the same time Vasishtha had also given the bone to them, to all these Vasus, that if after you take a birth, as soon as you take birth, if you throw in the Ganges, then you will be released from the curse. So Vasus are telling to Ganga that you take a birth, and what happened as soon as you take a birth, you throw in the Ganges. so that we are released from this curse. So Vasu also selected their father, their father, they also selected the son of this Maharaj Pratipa as our father. So Ganga said, okay, I will do that. I will have you come as my sons, and I will release you from them. But Vasishtha had said that the one son, I will release all the Vasus, but one of your brother I will not release you. He will have to stay long life. So all the Vasus said that we will give 1/8 of our 1/8 each Vasu, 1/8 of our energy we will produce. We will give to this our brother who is going to live a long life. And we also grant wish that he will not produce any children. So this way they agree with each other. And Maharaj Pratipa, one day he was performing tapasya on the bank of the Ganges. At that time, this celestial lady came and she sat on the right lap of this King Pratipa. King Pratipa was in meditation performing tapasya, and here someone comes and just sits right in the right thigh of this King Pratipa, this beautiful celestial lady. So Maharaj Pratipa was surprised. So someone sit right away on him. So Maharaj Pratipa asked her that, what is your intention? Please tell me your intention, why you are here. So Ganga said, but I want to become your wife. Pratipa said, look, you are sitting on my right thigh. Right thigh is either for the daughter or for daughter-in-law. So you cannot be married. You can be daughter, you can become my daughter-in-law. Left thigh is for the wife. He said. Left thigh is meant for the wife. So Pratipa said, I request you to become the wife of my future son. And Ganga knew that whose future son is going to be new. She knew that. So she agreed with that. He agreed with, but she gave one condition. Ganga said, I will marry with your son, but with one condition. And then one condition was that after marriage, my husband will never try to judge the propriety of my acts. Anything I do, my husband cannot ask me why I'm doing it. Sounds familiar in this Kali Yuga? So he said that she cannot. And if he asks me a question, I will go. I will leave your son. Pratipa agreed with it. So Pratipa had a son, which was Mahavish, and his son name was, he gave the name Santanu. Now you all know who Santanu is, right? From Mahabharata. So Santanu, while his father was executing his austerities and he was conceived, so he gave the name Santanu. When the Santanu grew up, then Maharaj Pratipa, his father, described the meeting with Ganga and said that I have arranged your meeting with Ganga Devi, celestial lady coming from the celestial high planets. Marriage, beautiful celestial girl, and you should accept her as your wife. And Ganga also knew that Mahavir is the Santanu, so she was also going to get married. But he said that, however, I warn you, never judge the propriety or impropriety of her action. If you do so, then she will go away. Pratipa warned her son, Susantanu's son, he warned him that So one time, Maharaj Pratipa installed Santanu as a king, and he retired in the forest. And King Pratipa retired in the forest. When the Santanu was become older, so one time he was on the bank of the bank. He was the bank of the Ganga. The celestial lady, beautiful celestial lady, came there. And right away, Maharaj Pratipa, the Santan, got attracted to her. And Ganga also knew, she was also attracted because she knew this Santan is none other than Mahavish, right? So she was also attracted. So he proposed her to marry with her. She said, yeah, I'm going to marry with condition that whatever action I perform, you cannot say, question why I'm performing this action. Santan was in love with her, so he accepted, okay, he agreed with it. And they were living for a long time. They were enjoying Santanu and Ganga Devi. But every time the son was conceived, what Ganga would do, as soon as the son is conceived, Ganga would throw that son in the river. Imagine. 1 son, 2 son, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Every time the son is conceived, and Ganga would go and throw in the river. So Santanu, he was patient because he knew he couldn't say anything to her, otherwise he would leave. But after 7 sons, he couldn't take it anymore. So he got upset. And he said, you hard-hearted lady, you have no love, you have no protection. And you just throwing, one is throwing in the Ganges. 8th son she was about to throw the 8th son. At that time, he stopped. Said, stop it, you hard-hearted lady. So Ganga reminded him, remember? What was the promise? That whatever action I perform, you cannot question. So Ganga said, I'm taking this son, your son, and I'm going. Santanu said, please wait, tell me, why you are throwing away all this? What is the reason? Then Ganga told that these Vasus, they had come to the ashram of this Vasishtha Muni. And Vasishtha Muni had a cow called Nandini. And Nandini was begotten by the Kashyap's in the womb of Daksha's daughter Surabhi. Daksha's daughter was Surabhi, and through the Kashyapa, the Nandini cow was conceived. This Nandini cow was like, she can do anything. She can produce anything you want. And of course, Vasishtha Muni, he was performing the Jagya, so he needed the ingredients, so Nandini would provide. So these Vasus came to the ashram of this Vasishtha Muni, and Dew, one of the Vasus, Dew, his wife, and Dew talk about this cow, this Nandini cow. The Nandini cows, if someone drinks the milk, then he can stay youth for 10,000 years. He can stay young for 10,000 years. Imagine. People want to be young, right? But the birth, death, old age, and disease. So if they drink this milk, then you can stay for 10,000 years young. This Nandini's milk. So Dew's wife thought that we should take this Nandini from here, and I'll give to my friend Jitavati. She'll be happy with it. So Dew was also wanted to fulfill desire of his wife. So Dew, with the help of his brothers, they stole the Nandini from Vasishtha Muni's ashram. So when Vasishtha Muni returned, he couldn't find the Nandini cow. But Vasisht Muni being the mystic Trikalagya, he could see. So he figured out that this Vasus has stolen my cow and thing. So he cursed them. That was the curse, that you go on Earth planet. But Vasishtha said that I will give benediction, 7 of you will be released right away. But the 8th one due, he is the cause of this disease, stealing the Nandini cow, he will have to stay longer on this planet. So Ganga told this King Santanu that this was the reason to release this Vasu. These were all 7 sons were Vasus, and I promised them that as soon as you are born, I will just throw you and they will be released. And that's why I was throwing them. So Santanu understood that, but Ganga had said, I'm going to leave. So she left with the son. Santanu was not happy because he loved Ganga, but Ganga left. And she trained up his son, his son name was given was what was his name? Devrata. Devrata was the name of his son, and this Devrata was trained up by Ganga and everybody on celestial planet, by all the rishis. So one time Santanu was on the bank of this river, and at that time he saw that one little boy, beautiful little young boy, he was stopping the current of the Ganges with his arrows. Ganges flow, he was stopping it with his arrows. And King Santanu was surprised to see this young boy who is stopping, so powerful. And Devavrata was his name. And Devavrata knew that this is my father, because Ganga has told, Santanu didn't know. So Santanu was happy to see this little boy. Who is this little beautiful boy? Of course, Ganges came there and told that this is your boy. Take him now. And Ganga gave that his son, Devrata, and she left. She went back. So at least Santanu was happy that his son is, Devrata is with him now, at least the son is with him. He was happy. But one time, said he wanted him to install as a king. But what happened is one time Santanu was on the bank of the Jamuna. Santanu was passing, and he came. He was the aroma of the beautiful aroma smelling around him in this whole that area. Beautiful aroma was so fragrant. Aroma was coming. So he was wondering where this aroma is coming from. This was on the bank of the Jamuna. So he wanted to find out where this aroma is coming from. So he went to find out there was a lady, girl, and she was rowing the boat. She was a daughter of the boatman. And her name was Satyavati. And the king she was engaged in rowing the boat to serve her father. Her father was a leader of the fishermen. Satyavati's father was a fisherman. So King Santanu she was so beautiful. So King Santanu was attracted to her and he wanted to ask her hands to be his wife, queen. So she said, you have to talk with my father. So King Santanu went to father, Satyavati's father, boatman, and he said, king proposed to have your daughter married with me. Boatman said, yes, many demigods has come to accept my daughter, but I have not given. You are the king, I am willing to give my daughter to you with one condition. The condition is that the son who is going to born from you and my daughter, he will be the king. But the Santanu was not happy because Santanu had already promised. Santanu loved Devavrata so much, his son from the Ganges, remember? So he didn't want to accept that. So Santanu left. Said no, he cannot accept that proposal. But he was not happy. He had given his heart to this Satyavati. So he was ruling the kingdom, but he was not happy. So Devavrata could notice that his father something is bothering my father. He is not happy. So he asked his father, Devavrata asked his father Santanu, what is bothering you? Please tell me. But he wouldn't give the real reason. Santanu would not give a real reason because Santanu had promised Devavrata that he loved him and said, you will be the king. But Devavrata was very strong, so he asked his king's chief minister, why my father is not happy? What is bothering? Please tell. So the ministers told Devavrata that your father is in love with this daughter of this fisherman, Satyavati. But fisherman has put this condition that their son will be the king, not your son. If they were to marry, then he will have a son in the future, not his son. So Devavrata went himself to the fisherman to help his father Santanu. He went and he said that I'm here to bring your daughter. I want to take your daughter to marry with my father. So he said that his fisherman said that yes, I'm willing to have my daughter married with your king, with your father king, but the condition is that their son will be the king, not you. So Devavrata said, okay, no problem. I don't want a kingdom. They will have the union and their son is born, he will be the king. But then the fisherman made another condition. He said, but what about your son of his son? He will ask for the kingdom. Then what? So Devavrata at that time took a terrible vow. And terrible vow was that I will stay as brahmachari. I will stay brahmachari whole my life. I will not marry. At that time, all the demigods showered flowers from the top. And it said, terrible, Bhishma, 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 Bhishma. Terrible, 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 terrible. And the Devavrata's name he was known to be as a Bhishma. So King Santanu had performed tapasya here to get a son. Even at present it is said that couples who cannot bear son or daughter, they go there to pray and preach. They perform some kind of rituals, some kind of process. And that is the king, that is the Bhishma. So this is the pastime of this Santanu Kund, where Bhishma appeared. Okay? Any questions, any comments before we go to go to Radha Kund. But if you talk Radha Kund, we talk about Govardhan. So any questions anybody has so far? No question? Okay. So now we will go to Govardhan. So on the way, the Khechri. Khechri is the birthplace of Putana. Putana, you all know Putana, right? Who would not know Putana? Krishna was 6 days old and he killed Putana. 6 days. Imagine. This is her birthplace. Yeah. Brajvasis or their place, they don't like to talk about this place. Brajvasis don't like to talk about this place because it's Putana who came to kill Krishna. So they don't like to discuss it. Paulavan is one of the forests going on. Krishna is going on. This is the Radha Kund. Rupa Goswami has written in Udesamrita that Vaikuntha Janito Vara Madhupuri Tatrapi Rasotsavam Vrindavanyam Udara Pama Ramana Tatrapi Govardhana Radha Kundam Ihapi Gokula Patehe Premamrita Lavnat Kuryadasya Virajito Giritate Sevam Vivekina Kaha. The holy place known as Mathura is spiritually superior to Vaikuntha. This is Rupa Goswami's writing. The transcendental world, because the Lord appeared there, or appeared in Mathura, right? Superior to Mathura Puri is the transcendental forest of Vrindavan, because Lord performed Rasila pastimes. And superior to the forest of Vrindavan is Govardhan Hill. It was raised by the divine hands of Sri Krishna and was the site of his various loving pastimes. And above all, super excellent is Sri Radha Kund. Stands supreme, for it's overloaded with the ambrosial nectarian prayam of Lord of Gokul Sri Krishna. Where then is that intelligent person who is unwilling to serve this divine Radha Kund, which is situated on the foot of Govardhan? How many has gone to Govardhan or Radha Kund? So please go there. From Parikrama. So we'll talk about Govardhan today. Govardhan Parikrama, different places, and then we talk about Radha Kund. Okay? So this is the Govardhan Parikrama. Now we're going to talk about Govardhan is also called Satasringa, 100-pointed. It's called Tilak of Braj. Govardhan is also called a Tilak of Braj. And Radha Kund and Govardhan's shape is like a peacock. And the eyes of the Govardhan are Radha Kund and Shyam Kund are the eyes of this Govardhan. Now, how the Govardhan appears, we're going to talk about that first. How the Govardhan manifested in Gokul, first of all. We'll talk about that first. So one day Krishna was in the Gokul, he was thinking that I want to perform pastimes on the hill, on the mountain, which mountain has caves and waterfalls and etc. He was thinking. So what happened is that at that time from Krishna's heart, light appeared, and the light formed in the small mountain. one. And it became bigger and bigger in Gokula, and it was known as Govardhan. So Govardhan is the heart of Krishna. Govardhan is also devotee of Krishna, Haridas. So here is the Lord Chaitanya's philosophy, Achintya Veda Veda Tattva, simultaneously one and different. This Govardhan is the heart of Krishna. Govardhan is himself is the Lord, and at the same time he is also a servant of the Lord, Haridas. And Govardhan is Krishna himself, and is serving the devotees, as a devotee serving Krishna to perform his pastimes. In the 10th canto, 21st chapter, text 18, it is mentioned, Hantaya Madri Rabal Hari Das Vayo Yad Ram Krishna Charana Sparsha Pramodaha Manam Tanoti Sanko Gunas Gunayas Tayo Pani Asuya Vas Kandara Kandamula. Of all the devotees, Govardhan hill is the best, oh my friends. This hill supplies Krishna Balaram along with their calves and cows and our friends with all kinds of necessities. Water for drinking, very soft grass, caves, fruits, flowers, vegetables. In this way, the hill offers respect to the Lord. Being touched by the lotus feet of Krishna and Balaram, Govardhan appears very jubilant. Now the question is, how Govardhan appear on this planet, Earth planet? How is that appear? In the Brahma Purana also mentioned that Krishna, who is the servant of Maheshwaram, Adipati, Golokdham, to remove the burden of this earth, he appeared. And when he appeared, then he wanted Radharani also appear here with him. But Radharani said, I will be happy, I will appear, but I will not be happy there. If there is no Govardhan, there is no Jamuna, and there is no Vrindavan. I will come on earth, but I will not be happy without this Vrindavan and Govardhan and Jamuna. So Krishna said, don't worry, I will have for you. I will have the Govardhan, Jamuna, and Vrindavan will be there. Krishna is Radha, Radha is Krishna, but out of love, Radha is requesting, so Krishna said, I will have all three on the earth land. So in Salmalidva, there is a sun as Dronagiri hill. As son of Dronagiri hill, this Govardhan appeared. Now don't ask me question how the hill can born. This is all spiritual. Just like Parvati is the daughter of Himalaya. Daughter of Himalaya. So Govardhan is also a son of Dronagiri. And one time Pulasya Muni came there from Kashi, from Varanasi. He came to meet this Dronagiri. Then he saw his son Govardhan, and he saw in the Govardhan, he saw all these caves and fruits and flowers and herbs and waterfalls. So Pulas Muni thought that I should bring this Govardhan with me to Kashi, to Varanasi, and help me for my meditation. Now the herbs and everything. So he wanted to take this Govardhan, this son of Dronagiri, to Varanasi. So of course, when Pulasya Muni were about to leave, at that time, Govardhan, the Dronagiri said, how can I serve you? She, please. So he said, yeah, you asked me, and I'm going to tell you, take me. I want your son, Govardhan, let me take with me. Of course, the Dronagiri was not happy to give his son just like that. So Dronagiri said, we have to ask our son what he says. If he says, then I will, because Dronagiri was afraid that if I said no, then Pulasya Muni will get angry with me. He'll probably curse me. So Pulastya Muni and Dronagiri, they went to the Govardhan and asked that to Pulastya Muni proposed to Govardhan that I want to take you with me. So the Pulastya Muni, so Govardhan said, yeah, you're going to take me, but there are two conditions. To Pulastya Muni. One condition, you have to hold, you have to take me in your hand, you have to carry me. Now Govardhan, remember, today's Govardhan is only 21 kilometers. At that time its height was 16 miles height. 16 mile height at that time of Govardhan. So he said, policeman, you have to carry. And second thing is that while you carry, if you stop on the way, then from there you will not be able to lift me. This is it, I will just stay there. So policeman agreed with it. Because policeman thought this is the... So policeman, Dronagiri was not happy, but hey, son wanted to go, so what can the father do? Right? So policeman carried Govardhan in his hand. He's carrying in the sky with Govardhan, holding Govardhan is carrying. But on the way, Pulastya Muni wanted to have his daily activities performed. So at that time, Pulastya Muni was passing through Braj, Vrindavan. And Govardhan also had idea that this is the place my Lord is going to appear. The Lord is going to perform pastimes out there in this place. So Govardhan also had desire. So Pulastya Muni had to do his daily activities. So he came down and he put the Govardhan down and he performed his daily activity and take a bath and everything. And then now he wanted to leave the Govardhan, take with him. Govardhan said, oh, he couldn't lift Govardhan. He tried so much. So then Pulastya Muni got angry. But Govardhan reminded him the condition, remember? What was the second condition? That on the way, wherever you put me, I will not go. And that was the Vrindavan forest. See? So Pulastya Muni got angry and cursed him. And the curse was that every day you will be going one mustard seed down. One mustard seed down every day. That's why Govardhan is down now. But Govardhan agreed with it because he said, I'll be one mustard seed down, it's okay, but my Lord is going to come and perform pastimes on me. I'll be happy with that. I'll be happy. Lord is going to perform pastimes. Right? So he was happy with that. So Pulastya Muni couldn't bring Govardhan stayed there. Now it is mentioned in Adivaraha Purana, this is also Kalpabhed, in another Kalpa. Sometimes there is pastime because of the Kalpa, another Kalpa there is pastime that perform also. In Adivaraha Purana mentioned in another Kalpa that when Lord Ram in Treta Yuga, when he was building a bridge, when he was building a bridge between ocean and the Lanka, right, India and Lanka, right, because Ram had to, Sita was kidnapped by Ravana in Sri Lanka, in Lanka, she had kept in Lanka, right? So he was building a bridge. So when he was building a bridge at that time, all the monkeys were helping to bring the big stones and throw in the ocean, right, to make a bridge. So this Hanuman went to this Dronagiri, this Salman, he went and Hanuman went to Dronagiri hill and carried whole Govardhan with him to build a bridge, to build a bridge for Ram to go to Lanka. But while he was carrying, he was passing through Braj, Govardhan, to the Vrindavan forest, was passing through. And Ram sent a message to Hanuman that you don't bring, bridge is already built, you don't need to bring anything. But Hanuman sent a message to Ram that I'm bringing this Govardhan. So Lord Ram said, no, he put Govardhan and tell him that, and Govardhan wanted to serve Lord Ram at that time. But Ram had told to put him down. So Hanuman put him down in this Vrindavan at Govardhan. And Ram also sent a message to him through that the tell Govardhan that when I come as Krishna in the Dwapar Yuga, at that time I will fulfill your desire, you will serve me. There's another reason mentioned in Adi Bharata. So this way, Govardhan this is the Govardhan which is in Vrindavan forest. The first worship of Govardhan was done by Lord Krishna himself. When Lord Krishna was 7 years age, and his father at the Diwali day, they were going to perform the Indra Yajna to please Indra, because all the Brajvasis, they were the Vaishyas, they were farmers, and they need water. And Indra provides the water, right? So they would every year they would perform the Indra Yajna to pleasing Lord Indra. So when Krishna was 7 years, at that time they all were busy performing the Indra Yajna, getting everything ready. So Krishna, of course, asked his question his father Nanda Maharaj, why you perform, what preparations are going, for what reason? And Maharaj said, we have to please Indra. So Krishna is thinking that Indra is my servant, and I am his boss. I have appointed Indra. Krishna is thinking, I'm his boss, and Indra's boss is here, which is me, and he's taking the worship from my father, Nanda Maharaj. They are worshipping my servant. Indra is, Lord Krishna is thinking that way. They are worshipping my servant Indra. He says something need to be corrected here. So of course he requested his father. This whole philosophical discussion is there. Of course, ultimately, Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Aham sarvasya prabho mata sarvam pravritade iti matva bhajante mam buddha bhav samandita. I am the source of all spiritual material worlds. Everything emanates from me. The wise who knows this perfectly engage in my devotional service and worship me with all their hearts. So Krishna said, before I give this message outside, first I need to give this message to my family. That everything is emanating from me. Indra is my servant. Indra thought that I have to stop this. Krishna thought that I have to stop this Indra Puja. And of course, Krishna did it, and of course, we know. And Indra, Nanda Maharaj, everybody agreed with his proposal of Krishna, and whatever preparation they were going to make, they offered to Govardhan and also Brahmanas and worship the cow. And of course, Krishna also told to Nanda Maharaj, you offering this to Indra, but Indra actually comes, does he come and eat? Did you see Indra coming and eating? Nanda Maharaj said, no, Indra doesn't come. So then why you giving? Indra doesn't even come. Krishna said, I will show you how Govardhan will come. Govardhan will eat everything. So, Nanda Maharaj. So of course they did the Govardhan festival, offer everything to Govardhan. And the Krishna is down, little boy is down, 7-year-old boy is down with all the cow boys, and Krishna manifests himself on top of the Govardhan. Himself manifested there. and he's eating everything. Everything. They had prepared so much cones cones are filled with sweet rice and dal and rice and rasgulla and gulab jamun and all these big preparations. Krishna eats of everything. This Govardhan, Krishna informed Krishna is at the back on the foot at the foot of Govardhan, and he is manifesting himself up and is eating everything away. Anyora, give me more, give me more, give me more. There is a village, Anyora town. He's giving more, give me more. And Vajji said, we offer everything, whatever we have, nothing now. So one intelligent person said, give him the tulsi leaf, he'll be happy. So they offered tulsi leaf to Govardhan, and Krishna, Govardhan was happy. Since then they've started Parikrama, Govardhan Parikrama. They did Parikrama. And from there on, the Govardhan Parikrama is going on. See? And then of course we know Indra poured so much rain and Krishna lifted Govardhan for 7 days and 7 nights and all the Brajvasis. Everybody is under the Govardhan. Krishna is holding on everybody. All the rasas are performed during these 7 days. Because Radharani is there, all cowherd girls are, gopis are there, all the cowherd boys are there, parents are there, cowherd men, everybody is there under the hill for 7 days and 7 nights. And Krishna is happy, lifting Govardhan. So this is the Govardhan. Which is, people perform Govardhan Parikrama. Some people perform 2 parikramas of Govardhan per day. Some perform 3 parikramas of Govardhan per day at present. Some do Danvati, 1008 Danvats at one place. Imagine. 1008 from here to you bow down 1008 times, and then another 1008, another 1008. Do that. But the point is, Govardhan is carrying them. That's the point. It's not with our strength. What strength we have? Right? But Govardhan is carrying them. To this. So people do that. So we're gonna do. How much time do we have?
37 minutes.
How many?
37.
Okay.
37.
So around 40 minutes we have.
Yeah, around.
Okay. So we'll cover Govardhan Parikrama today, I think. So first place is the Kusum Sarovar. Kusum Sarovar is a place where flowers grows, and the gopis would take the flowers and make the garlands for Krishna. Also, Kusum Sarovar is also a place where Radharani, Krishna is combing the hair of Radharani. See on the right hand side. Also, on the Kusum Sarovar, there is a Uddhava, temple of Uddhava. Uddhava is a friend of Krishna. He is a disciple of Brihaspati, very learned. Uddhava exactly looks like Krishna. Uddhava what he wears the clothes of Krishna. Krishna doesn't want to wear the clothes, Uddhava wears them. So Krishna had sent Uddhava with a message to the gopis. That is, we will talk in Uddhava Khyali, not right now. We are not going to go through all detail. But Uddhava being the learned, Krishna had sent him to experience Uddhava the Braj, love of these Brajvasis. So Uddhava was completely, it touched his heart by seeing this Brajvasis love for him, for Krishna. And Uddhava decided, I want to stay as a grass here. I want to stay as a grass. Why as a grass? because all the gopis and Radharani, they will walk on me, and the dust of their lotus feet will touch me, and I'll purify. Imagine. But we say Pranadapi Sunicina, right? So that's what we're going. So Uddhava, on the bank of this Uddhava, Kusum Sarovar on this side, there is a Uddhava temple is there, and that's where Uddhava is in the form of the grass. Now when the after Krishna left, Krishna had in Dwarka 16,108 queens. You all know that, right? But these queens were not happy, and one of the main queen was Kalindi. In the Dwarka, Kalindi, in Vrindavan, Jamuna. Same Kalindi as the Jamuna in Vrindavan. So the 16,100 queens were not happy because Krishna had gone. So they were wondering what to do now. So Kalindi said that best thing to do is we should hear the Krishna Katha. So but whom we gonna go to ask for Krishna Katha? The queens are asking. So queens are asking them, they are saying that Kalindi said that there is a Uddhava. Uddhava is there at the Kusum Sarovar from the grass. We should ask him to say narrate the Krishna's pastimes to us. So Kalindi and Parikshit Maharaj, we should go and Kalindi called Parikshit, great grandson of Vajana, and under that protection, all the queens came here to Kusum Sarovar. Under the protection of Parikshit Maharaj, all the queens came to Kusum Sarovar, and they did big kirtan. Big kirtan they performed, and the Uddhava manifested from the grass. He manifested himself in original form. And then queens requested, Uddhava, please talk about Krishna's pastimes. Parikshit Maharaj also wanted to hear pastime that Uddhava was saying, but Uddhava told Parikshit Maharaj, you go, you have to manage the kingdom. Kali Yuga has already come. You have to manage the kingdom, you go there. But Parikshit said, I want to hear Srimad Bhagavatam. No, Uddhava said, no, I will give you benediction, you will hear Srimad Bhagavatam from. In the future, you will hear Srimad Bhagavatam from Sukadeva Goswami. Uddhava benedicted him. So then Uddhava is narrating Srimad Bhagavatam Katha on the bank of this Kusum Sarovar to 16,100 queens. And as they are listening, they are so absorbed in Krishna Katha that as he's hearing, they are going away. They are going in the spiritual world, going back home. Like just hearing. So similarly, if we hear the Srimad Bhagavatam with full heart, we can also return back to Godhead. And Lord Chaitanya has said that in Kali Yuga, the Srimad Bhagavatam, Krishna has come in form of holy name and Srimad Bhagavatam. So this pastime took place on the Kusum Sarovar here. Further we go, then there is a Narad Kund. Narad Kund is the Narad Muni. Narad Muni had written Narad Bhakti Sutra here on this Narad Kund. Narad Muni wanted to go enter in the Rashtrams, but he cannot enter, so he took the shelter of Vrinda Devi. And Vrinda brought Narad Muni to take a bath in the Narad Kund, and Narad Muni appeared as a gopi, and he took a bath if he entered in the Rashtrams. There is also a Shyam one and Ratna Simhasan. Ratna Simhasan is a place where Radharani would sit and enjoy the pastime. Shyamvan is the place where Krishna killed Sankachura. It's not the first time. Sankachura was he was cursed. He was actually brother of Radharani. Sri Ram. And it's according to the scripture, they both, one time Krishna was, in Gokul Krishna was having pastime with Virja. And Radharani found out. So Radharani cursed Virja to become a Virja river. And that's why Virja river between the material and spiritual world. When we go to spiritual, we have to cross Virja river to go spiritual. And Radharani would not allow Krishna to come near. So then Sridham went to Radharani and Sridham was angry with Radharani that, you know who Krishna is? Who do you think you are? Sridham is a brother of Radharani. Who do you think you are? So they both started to argue with each other. They both cursed each other. Radharani cursed Sridham that you will become a demon Sankachura. Go. And Krishna, when Sridham cursed Radharani that you are like a daughter of Vaishya, fighting like a Vaishya's daughter. You will be 100 years. You will be behind. You will be in separation of Krishna. And that's why when Krishna was in Dwarka for 100 years, Radharani was in separation. So Krishna had killed the Sankachura. The Sankachura had that money on his head, jewel, and Krishna took that jewel. And there is whole passion about it, but I'm not going to go through that passion, otherwise I'm not complete. So this is what Manasi Ganga. Manasi Ganga is the Krishna here. After Krishna killed Vatsasura demon, calf demon, and Radharani also told Krishna that you cannot come near us. Kill calf demon. Krishna loves the cows, but cows, Krishna, Kamsa had sent this Vatsasura in the form of a calf. So Krishna had killed this calf demon. Of course, Krishna killing means liberating. Right? So then Gopi said, you have to go take a bath in the Ganges. So Krishna called, Krishna, I'm not going to go there. I'm not going to go to take a bath in Ganges. So he called Ganges here by his mind and manifested. So it's called Manasi. Manasi means mind or Manasi Ganga. You see, this Manasi Ganga is also Nanda Maharaj, just so that they wanted to go to Haridwar to take a bath in Manasi Ganga. Krishna said, you don't need to go to Haridwar, I will create here. So he manifested Manasi Ganga. And then Maharaj Jasoda had taken bath in this Manasi Ganga. Usually say that people who perform Star Gordon Parikrama, they take a bath in the Manasi Ganga first, and then they have the darshan of Haridev, and then they start the Parikrama usually. But it's not, that usually is done, but it's not 100% necessary. One time in Manasi Ganga, the Radharani and all the gopis, they were carrying the parts of yogurt and butter and ghee and all that they were carrying. And they had to cross Manasi Ganga. And Krishna has came as a boatman. They don't know. Gopis doesn't know that boatman here is. So they are approaching this boatman, please give us a ride. Krishna said, no problem, get in the boat. So all the gopis with their parts are in this boat. And Krishna is a boatman, he's rowing the boat. In the middle of the Manasi Ganga, middle of the lake, Krishna stopped his boat. And gopis are requesting, please, we have to go, we have to sell. No, Krishna said, I'm boatman, I'm hungry. Please give your butter and yogurt. So gopis gave away butter and yogurt, and he is eating. And after eating, he is just lying there, not doing anything. So gopis are telling, please take us. So boatman is saying, no, I ate so much, I'm tired, I have to go to sleep now. Sound familiar, right? So Krishna, so boatman, so please, Krishna said, you have to massage my feet, you have to. So suddenly the whole atmosphere Krishna created, that the whole atmosphere is created with a lot of big storm, big clouds, black clouds are coming, there's going to be a big storm coming up. So gopis are telling, please take us other side. You see, he's Krishna, boatman is saying, my boat is heavy now, throw away all your, whatever your garment, whatever your ornaments have, throw away. So while he was doing that, while they were doing that, Radharani, boat started to shake, so Radharani somehow came in touch with this boatman. And as soon as he came in touch with boatman, Radharani realized this boatman is none other than Krishna. So this pastime also took place here here at Manasiganga. This is see all the gopis. He's telling to throw them everything over there. Then there is the Dangat. The Dangat is the place where Krishna would, gopis when they are passing through, they will ask for collecting the tax. But Krishna would stand and ask for the tax collection. And gopis would not pay him. This also took place there. See, Krishna is asking for the tax, gopis. Then there is Sankarshan Kund. This is created by Lord Bhadra. Surabhi Kund. Surabhi Kund is a place where Surabhi Krishna, after Indra had performed Indra had committed offense at the feet of Krishna, why Krishna had to hold Govardhan for 7 days and 7 nights. After that, Indra came with Surabhi cow. Indra was advised that you want to go to ask for forgiveness from Indra, then you better take some cow with you and have the cow in the front. Then Krishna will see you. Krishna is not going to notice you. Krishna is not interested in you. He was advised. So Indra brought Surabhi cow and he brought celestial water with the elephant. What we say. So this Surabhi Kund was formed by the Surabhi cow. It is still there. It is said that if we commit offense at the feet of the devotees, then we should go to Surabhi cow, take a bath and do the pradakshina, ask for forgiveness. Because Indra asked for forgiveness from Krishna for committing offense. So there is Surabhi cow. Of course, this is Jatipura, which is the Vallabhacharya Sampradaya. They think this is the mouth of Govardhan. They worship. But according to Gaudiya Sampradaya, in Krishna's Radhakund and Shyamkund are the eyes of Govardhan, and the mouth is there, not here, on the exhale. Now, of course, this is the Uddhava Kund. We talked about it. So this is the Parikrama board and Parikrama. Yes. Sorry? Oh yes, I forgot. Thank you. Thank you for reminding me. That's good. Thank you. Yes, what happened is that after Indra asked for forgiveness, he wanted to do Abhishek of Krishna with the celestial water. So Indra had performed Abhishek of Krishna, and that Kund was formed, which is Govind Kund. And Indra gave the name of Krishna as Govinda. From there on, Krishna was known as Govind. At the same Govind Kund, on the bank of the Govind Kund, Madhavendra Puri, Sripad Madhavendra Puri was performing tapasya there. He was sitting on the bank of the Govind Kund. Madhavendra Puri is his disciple is Ishwar Puri, and Lord Chaitanya is disciple of Ishwar Puri. So Madhavendra Puri Pad. So Madhavendra Puri, but he was a sannyasi who would not beg anything. He would not go for begging. Jati sannyasi, which is called that sannyasi who doesn't beg anything. If someone comes, someone brings him something, he accepts, otherwise he just stays. He stays. He doesn't eat. Fast. So one time, 2 or 3 days, Madhavendra was sitting on the bank of the Govind Kund under the tree, and he didn't eat anything. So one little cowherd boy came there. It was Krishna. He came with a milk glass, milk pot, and he said, Baba, you are not eating anything. Here is this milk for you. My mother has sent this milk. So Madhavendra said, how do you know I haven't ate? He said, because all these ladies, gopis, are going there to fetch the water from the well, and they see that you are just sitting here. So please take this milk, and I will come later. I have to go herd cows. So I'll come later, and I will take this part. Later I will come, but boy never came. So the same boy came in the dream. That I am the same boy who come to me. I'm buried here. Please get me out. So he gave exact location to Madhavendra where he was buried. Because in previous time in India, the Mughals would attack to break the temples and break the deities. So what the pujari would do, to save the deity, they would bury it under the earth to save the deities. So the Madhavendra Puri, with the help of Brajvasi, he went and he excavated and found the Gopal deity. And that Gopal deity he installed on the top of the Govardhan. And he performed a big ceremony, bathing, installation ceremony with a big prasad, that's called Ankur ceremony. And of course, that same Gopal deity is now in Rajasthan. Srinathji, worship by Vallabhacharya Sampradaya. So that's a Govind Kund. Why didn't say Govind Kund here? No surprise. Here is Govind. Here.
So the two Abhisheks, one is Surabhi Kund and Govind Kund.
No, Surabhi Kund was performed because Surabhi performed, but actually Abhishek was as Govind Kund. Surabhi had formed a Kund. That's Surabhi Kund, but actually Abhishek performed Govind Kund. So Govind Kund is where Abhishek was performed, actually. Okay? Thank you for reminding me that. Now Radha Kund. Is there enough time or we should do it tomorrow?
Around 15 minutes.
15 minutes?
On 5, yeah.
On 5. If you have any questions, we can discuss, otherwise I can talk about. Yes?
You can talk about Lota Baba.
Yes, thank you for reminding me. Yes. Yes. Lota Baba is at the Puchli, at the end of the peacock, Govardhan is peacock shape, and Lota Baba's temple is there. Lota Baba is one of the 8 sakhas, 8 friends of Krishna, his big body. When Krishna was lifting Govardhan, he was lifting with his finger, and he's standing, remember, 7-year young boys lifting Govardhan. This Govardhan is 16 miles height. That big Govardhan, Krishna is lifting. So these cowherd boys were wondering that our friend Krishna is not tired lifting it, Mother Jasoda had to feed him. Imagine, Mother Jasoda is worried about having him feed. He's standing like this, with Govardhan. Mother Jasoda had to feed him. But it's also worried that my little boy is going to get tired. And all his coward friends are also thinking he's going to get tired, So they thought, let's help him. So the coward boy with the stick, they are thinking that with the we hold our stick, we hold Govardhan so that Krishna will have a little bit, rest. But as they tried to do it, Govardhan started to shake. Krishna playing with them. Krishna little bit put his finger down and hold. They are thinking to help Krishna with their sticks. So one of these, Lota Baba also, he was holding this with the stick, and Krishna they couldn't do it. They couldn't. So then Krishna. So this Lota Baba, when Krishna when Akrura came to bring Krishna to Mathura at that time, Krishna had promised Lota Baba that his friend, that I will return. But Krishna never returned. So Lota Baba is still sitting there, waiting for Krishna to come. Of course, Krishna came as Lord Chaitanya. Lord Chaitanya said, I am that Krishna. But Lord Baba is still there. At the end of the Parikrama of Bhadra. At the end, then we go around. Okay, thank you. Any other questions? No questions. So tomorrow we will talk about Radhakund. Arishta Sura demon represent the anarthas. Radhakund and all Parikrama of Radhakund, and then we will go to Badrinath. We will go to Badrinath tomorrow. As I said previously, all the 4 dhams, north, south, east and west, all these 4 dhams are in Braj, is there already there. You perform Parikrama, you don't have to go to Himalayas in Badrinath or don't have to go. Perform Parikrama is already to perform the whole Char Dham Yatra. We've done it. Okay. Any comments, any questions, anything to add? So tomorrow we will talk Radhakund, Badrinath, Kedarnath, and go to Kamyavan. And Kamyavan we will talk from Mahabharata, pastime of the Yudhishthira Maharaj, the conversation between Yudhishthira Maharaj and Yaksha. The famous question, Yaksha had asked Yudhishthira Maharaj, what is most wonderful thing in this world? Famous question. Talk about that tomorrow. Okay. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Yes, Prabhu ki jai.
Prabhupada ki jai.
So we will continue then tomorrow morning after the Prabhupada 7:45.